good. So for those at home watching, it looks like we maybe lost part 3. So sorry for that. iPad froze up. I don't know what's going on. So there should be, you'll see this is labeled as part 4. We're missing part 3. So only a handful of slides to get done to get finished with chapter 9. So we're gonna knock those out. I sent out an announcement. I will send out an announcement that there's a quiz out for chapter 9, Learn Smart for chapter 9. I also uploaded that guidelines for team presentation document, so it's out there as well. So just to finish here, we were talking about ISO certification. So if I'm an organization, I'm a manufacturer, and I'm trying to get credit, help my brand, I might ask for and actually pay for an ISO certification. So ISO 9000 was the first one they came out with, which is about your total quality management process, and so they'll come in and you'll document what your company does for every process, and they'll ask you to change this or change that, and eventually you'll get what's called ISO 9000 certified. So the main way that that's helping you is if someone is looking to select you as a supplier and they don't really know you that well, it's kind of nice to have an independent third party come through and kind of document that, yeah, you're doing things well and at a high quality level. ISO 14000 is the same concept, but instead of looking at your quality practices, it's looking at your overall impact on the environment. So again, a lot of your larger companies now are trying to make sure that they're doing business with people who are have a green mentality and are not looking to pollute the environment. But that can be really hard to try to document and figure out. So this independent organization comes in, same sort of thing, checks your recycling and your energy usage and those sorts of common things, your pollution, and certifies you ISO 14000. So that's kind of what's going on with those. Shifts gears here now, talking about kind of project management, really. So you can imagine if you're building out a new facility and need to know what all needs to get done, really any sort of project. How does step A meet up with step B? Can I start step B without finishing A? Those sorts of things. So they're going to give you 2 different ways to evaluate and try to stay on track from a project management standpoint. One is what they're calling PERT, Program Evaluation Review Technique. I find it a little more confusing than Gantt, which is the second one we're going to look at. So here they're trying to, it's all about sequencing tasks. You can imagine if we've got, let me show you the graph here real quick. So a lot of stuff going on to get something done. This is just for a music video. So lots of different people involved, lots of different steps. So one of the things you're trying to do is to sequence those. Which one needs to happen first, which one needs to happen second. You're also then estimating how much time each sequenced step will take, and then can I start one while the other is going on? So think about all of the like the new Apple iPhones and all the new products coming to market, even new cars, how quickly they're able to come to the market. A lot of it is these sort of PERT and Gantt analysis is allowing you to see that some sequences can start slightly ahead of the others. And if you're doing that across, say, 10 steps, you're going to get the project finished quicker. And so that's what this is talking about. So the PERT wants you to understand this critical path. And it's basically this longest time to complete. So even though this stuff takes off and goes up here and comes back down right here, and we still are doing some other steps along the way, we can't be finished until this is done. And so this is the longest period here with the black arrows. Okay. I personally prefer the Gantt chart, which is a similar concept, just showing you a little bit differently from a graphic standpoint. So again, it's kind of it's walking simple time across here, left to right. And when this gets work done, there's stuff to be done, and you can begin to see overlap. So in week 3, we're working on both these things, but we haven't started down here. Okay, and so same concept, just trying to get you to follow through and complete on time. I think that's everything they've got, yeah. So again, just a quick recap on the production. You're talking the inputs, so labor, land, which are the factors of production: labor, land, capital, entrepreneurship, knowledge. Those things are coming in, and management is trying to manage the process of production to produce output that is valuable to the customer in the most efficient manner, and so hopefully that helped you. Sorry we missed that part 3. So I'll close this out, upload this will be part 4 out on the Blackboard, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll see the Monday group next week, which is heading into spring break. But after spring break, it flips. So Marcus kind of brought that to my attention that I didn't want to be 2 full weeks without seeing the Wednesday group. So when I come back from spring break, I'll go to the Wednesday group.